Hey guys, I'm coming to the end of the orange bike at last. So I've basically shut the world off and got on with the wiring. I was going to film parts of it, but I sort of went against that because I just want to get this one done now. As you know, it's been hanging around for a while for reasons you all know, or most of you know. It just got caught up in everything going wrong. So I just wanted to get it done. So the wiring is sort of 99% finish. I've just got to sort the headlight out. I've just ordered a new headlight because I forgot, like an idiot, I smashed a brand new headlight. So I've just ordered a new one. I smashed that ages ago. I did. I just dropped it, simple as that. And it landed right on the corner of this bench and smashed it. I was gutted. I've done that months ago. So I've just ordered another headlight, but all the wires are there ready for when it comes. And also I've got the deeper inner headlight rim because that keeps it away from the speedo cable, which we'll have a look at that in a bit actually. So yeah, I'm about there. What I'll do on Dan's bike, we'll cover the wiring on that one. Like I say, my head's down. I just want to get this damn thing finished, and it's nearly there. It's nearly there, which is such a relief actually, because the wiring's a massive job, especially on these, because we obviously run all the wires through the frame, so it does take 2, 3, 4 times as long as what it would if we was just making an harness and strapping it to the bike. There's a few people who said, why don't you just do an harness? It's next to impossible to actually build an harness and put it on the bike, because you're literally feeding each individual wire through the frame. Oh, hello, Blue. So it's virtually impossible to do an harness. It's one by one, literally one by one, and connecting it up. So because I've done a part of this wiring months ago and then a bit of it over the last couple of days, I thought, you know what, I'll cover the wiring on Dan's bike so you can see where we go with that. But yeah, all I'm waiting for now, like I say, is the headlight and also an inline fuse. I don't want to power everything up just to test everything. I've tested certain things just off the battery, but I don't want to power everything up till I've got an inline fuse. The last thing you want is having a meltdown with the wires, especially when they're running through the frame, because that'll just be a complete nightmare. Are you all right down there? What are you eating? You eating your foot again? What's up with it? God, blimey, dog. You're not starving. You don't have to eat yourself. So, yeah. So, just basically an handful of bits to do now. Gotta get the oil filter in. I've got the seals somewhere over there in the drawers, which I've got to sort out. Get that in, get that bolted up. Then we can fill it up with oils. I went to put the clutch cable on earlier, and it's the wrong one. It's a 4-speed box cable. So I've ordered the 5-speed box cable, so it's different. Hey, come here. Everyone don't hear you slopping around, licking your paws. Filthy hound. So that's coming. I've ordered that off Hitchcock's, and they are pretty damn quick on delivery. So that'll all get sorted. Hence why I've left all the covers off here now. Not worth putting them back on when I've got to get it on and adjust the cable. What else we got? So I've got all the battery box bolted up for now, just so it's not hanging around any chance of scratching the mudguard or the frame. As you can see, there's the Boyer power box. All the wires running on the inside, so we've hidden them all. As soon as I get the inline fuse, the battery will be going in and we'll be connecting that up, and then we can do a few tests, at least with the fuse on. If we have got a problem, it's going to pop it and not melt wires. As you can see, I've got the ammeter still hanging out and the light switch hanging out until I 100% know everything's bang on, which, you know, I believe it all is, but you never know. And these are actually just pushed into these rubbers, and when they go in, they're virtually impossible to get back out. So I'm not pushing them in till we know everything is 100% perfect. Same with the light switch. The light switch is a bit easier to get out, but when that ammeter goes into that rubber, it is in. It sticks quite well, actually. Got the throttle cable to put on, so, and the choke cable. That's all to do, which I've got, which won't take long. So we got the decompressor cable to route through and put the lever up here. They're all down here, look. And there. Quick job bolting all them up, putting the cables on. I've tested the indicators. I changed the bar end indicators on this. So the ones that are on it, although I'd sort of put them on, I wasn't happy with them. There was just something about them that I don't know, they just felt cheap. I've actually took them off and threw them in the bin. These are alloy, these ones, and they are 100 times better than what was on it. So I've changed them. It just weren't sitting right in my mind, so off they come, evicted into the bin. They're all wired up and working. I've connected the battery up on that system and they are all fine. This yellow wire you see here is doing absolutely nothing, but I've left it there because it runs down the frame and into the dummy oil tank. What I might do, I think I might leave that in, and we'll just cable tie it up in there so it don't drop down. So if there's ever a problem, a break in a wire, anything like that, there's already a wire running through the frame which can either be used to pull a fresh wire through, or that can be used just to eliminate the broken wire. So I might just leave that there. Not saying anything's going to break, but you never know. You never know. And that'll just make life easier if there is a problem with one of the wires. Right, as you can see, the little wassail unit's tucked away nicely in there, nice and hidden. When the tank goes on, which comes down to about here, obviously you won't see none of that. Got everything fairly neat in here. Still a bit of tucking up to do when I've dropped the switch and the ammeter in, but at least we haven't got a big bird's nest of wires in there like you see in a lot of headlight bowls. We've got the lights, the cables ready, the wires ready for when the light comes to put the connectors on. Got two spare here ready to use when we need them. Front brake cable's got to be shortened. I'll probably do a little video on that actually. I'll strip the outer case in and shorten the cable and then put a nipple back on. Well, I'll probably do a video. That might be the next video actually. Got to go around and tighten things up. You see everything's just resting in place. What else we got? Excuse me. What else we got? Let's have a look round here. Number plates to go on, which I'll do last. As you can see, all the wiring's all in for the back light, all coming out the frame. Brake light switch is all wired up. I've still got this side off. I've got to polish that casing, which won't take me long. I went with the old school rubbers because I noticed a split in them little thin ones. I thought, no, if I get them on, they're just going to split wide open. I've got to put the other side on. I'm going to show you something on the other side with them. I'll do that in this video actually. So yeah, all the ignition's in and wired up. yeah, here we go, look. Everything's all connected. It just feels so good to get the wires out of the way. Everything, all the switches, everything runs through the handlebars. There's this little pass here into the headlight nacelle. Like I say, all that's got to be pushed in when I'm 100% sure it's all okay. Yeah, there's them levers that are going on. They'll be on this side. But that's the high low beam on. All the power's correct to them. Like I say, I have been testing the odd thing by just linking the battery up. I don't want to test everything until we've got that in line fuse. Yeah, so I've got to pop the front brake cable back off, and then we'll trim all that and shorten it, and I'll show you how I do that. I'm not going to bother putting this on till I've polished this casing. What else have we got? Yeah, so it's getting there. Oh yeah, I've got to shorten that actually. I'll get the nut on there. It's getting there. Oh yeah, all these wires. So off the electronic ignition, which is now in there. So normally all the wires off that would all go this way. So you'd have them all trailing around and this way onto the, you know, when the bike was standard. So what I do, basically bring the wires down and the wires out the alternator, pop an hole in the casing and send them straight down out the bottom. Now they're a good 3 inches away from the chain. So there's going to be no collision there. It's perfectly safe. You've got a big void down here between sort of the engine and the chain case here. So your wires going down there are perfectly safe. There's nothing that can cause any harm down there whatsoever. So they come out, they go down the back of this. It's just to make it a bit neater, to you know, to keep it tidy. And then they come along here, and as you can see, I've run straight into the front engine mount bracket, and then they go up into the frame and all the way up and out here. It's getting there at last. So literally, I think spend another day on this, and it's all done. And yeah, if you're watching Alex is the guy who's painted it all. If you're watching Alex, we want that big lump of metal for here. I know it's nearly done because I've seen it sitting on his workbench. So Alex, tomorrow I'll be about to finish this bike. So we want that great big orange lump of metal for there. And I can't wait to see it on the ground and outside in the daylight. It's certainly been a journey, this one has. It really has. Hopefully, pretty much everything that's could go wrong in life's gone wrong. So I don't think I've got much else to go wrong. So the builds from now on should go right. I can't even cross my big fat fingers, look. Yeah, cross your fingers. Anyway, let's have a look at this footrest rubber. So I want to show you something. So these, I struggled like mad with that side. Thought something ain't quite right here. So I showed you these in the last video, didn't I? Was it the last video? I don't know, one of the videos. And it wasn't playing the game. One, I'd already done that. There's no hole in the end, so I popped a tiny, tiny little hole in the end, because these are so tight, because I sort of tap them on with the rubber mallet. Basically, you trap the air in, and it'll blow, and it can blow these up enough to split them. So always pop a tiny hole in the end, which helps it go on as well. But it wouldn't go on, so I sacrificed a rubber. I made a sacrifice. Check this out. Can you see that? Oh, get it in shot, idiot. So basically, the hole inside is all over the place. You can see where I've drilled a small hole in the end, and it hasn't been able to go all the way through because of all this here. Can you see that? Let's do the light on, light off thing again, see how that works out. I don't know. It's hard to tell looking at this tiny screen on the GoPro until I get it in the computer to see if you can actually see anything or not. So yeah, not the best of moulding on the inside, but damn good on the outside. So what I've done now, well, I'll tell you what, we'll do it with this new one that I've just got out of the bag. It's an easy fix. It's an easy fix. Let's give me some space and get what I need. Small drill for the end. Basically, run a drill through it. They may not all be like it, but you might as well just pass a drill through it, and that should go down and clear all that out. You'll see it all come out if this one's like it as well. I'm guessing it will be, but just be careful because it's probably not the best thing to be doing, but just be careful that it doesn't snatch you around. In fact, if you're using something like that, drop the setting down a bit so you don't go breaking your wrist, because what is it? You got this natural reaction if something starts spinning to try and hold on to it. Probably need it a bit stronger than that. Yeah, there's loads coming out of it, look. Yep. And obviously you don't want to go and pop in a great big hole in the end that size, so just, you know, keep an eye on the depth, because we only want a tiny hole in the very end. Well, that's pushing loads out now. That's cleared it. Quite a bit came out of that, look. Yeah, so that one was all clogged up as well. Right then, this should pop through nice and easy now. As you can see, when I've done it before, it didn't really go through. It was into all that mess. See it more on that one, look. Yeah, it didn't go through. But you, like I say, you want a small hole in the end, because as you're knocking it on, you can split it with the pressure that builds up in them, because they're so tight. It will try and blow the end up like a balloon. Again, just be careful. I'm stupid, that's why I'm doing it this way. I can actually feel that one go through. Also, whatever you spray in there, I know some people use glue or air spray. Well, you just see it there. It's not big enough to look terrible. So what I've used on the other one, and it has stuck solid, which is nice, is this grip coat. Works a treat. Right, let's get everything ready. So we can just go straight on with it. And hold on, we need a rag to wipe any remnants that comes out that little hole on the end. Sorted! Only a tiny bit's come out. So yeah, if you do have these, like I say, the mould finish is pretty damn good. It's just the inside's not too brilliant, but as you can see, that's an easy fix. Just be damn careful as you're drilling like that, like I've just done. You know, if you wish to try and make a clamp for it and hold it, and don't be as stupid as me and hold it like that and go and hurt yourself. But yeah, that's going off already, look. Brilliant. There we go. I've got a new rubber for this as well. Change that. This is all the kickstart's brand new anyway, so that came with a new rubber. So I just changed this one. It'll be all nice and fresh. So all around the bike, it's just little bits, like go put the nut and bolt through that. Yeah. We are so close now. So close. I've only put a couple of bolts in this. Nothing's done up tight yet. So if you do spot stuff that's loose, yes, I know it's loose. I've got to go around the whole bike. And we'll get another polish again. Yeah, I'm hoping the headlight be here in the next day or two. I'll say we've got the deeper inner rim, because what can happen with these, especially if you've got a more modern bulb, is it halogen or whatever, not the great big old-fashioned bulb, the plug tends to hit the speedo cable. So as you get the deeper rim, it eliminates all that happening. And if you've got sort of ball holder resting on there, over time it's going to wear through. Eventually it's, you know, it's just sheer bad luck. It'll hit the live and your bike will have a meltdown. So yeah, I've got the deeper rim coming. It gets it well away from that. So that's about it, guys. He needs a bit of a polish again. But, another day, and I are going to be about finish this. I'm ready to put all the fluids in And obviously Alex, if you're watching, I need that big thing, that big orange thing for there. I'm going to be finished this bike. Within 2 days, I will be finished. So there we go. Like I say, sorry I didn't cover the wiring, guys. It's just, it's just one of them, you know, let's sit down. You know, the filming does soak up a lot of time. It does. You know, moving the camera around, getting it closer, far away, trying to do close-ups of what you're doing. It does add a lot of time to each job that I do, which I don't mind. I enjoy it, but with this one, because there's been so many delays, I just want to get it done. And I want to get it in the back of that van and get it up to Mick and go and have a cup of tea with Mick and watch him crawl around his bike, and he'll have something else to go out on a Sunday afternoon. So there we go. There we go. So tomorrow, we probably won't get the video out tomorrow, but tomorrow I am shortening the brake cable and then just going through all the rest of the bits and bobs. I honestly can't wait to get back on metalwork. I can't wait to get Dan's bike in and put that grinder through it and get onto the metalwork side of things, because there's going to be a lot of designing on that bike, and that's my favourite part of any build. Just messing about and changing things and designing stuff as you go along. I just can't wait to get welding and grinding and cutting and chopping and changing again. It feels like forever since I've done that. It really does. So yeah, we'll be starting that very, very soon. We'll be making some noise and mess and hacking some metal up. And hopefully we'll get some really interesting things going on Dan's bike and my little 350 as well. Because there's certainly going to be slightly different. Like I said before, we're going to break the mold a bit, and they're going to be different. Not massively, but yeah, we're going to get some interesting little bits and bobs going on then. Anyway, I think that'll do me. It's quite late again. It's actually, you might not see it in the camera, but it's actually starting to get dark. And I've been on the go since 4 o'clock this morning. Because I'm so eager to get this finished. So yeah, we're nearly there, and we'll be getting back to normal again, firing up and cutting metal up and messing about, designing and doing, like I say. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm so happy it's nearly there. Anyway, take care, guys. Be good, and I'll see you all soon.